Alright, hey crew, we've got another inventory video today. It's a little bit different, a little bit more rare. You guys like V10s? Let's check this out. So 553 horsepower, red lines at 9,000, fuel cutoff at 9,500 RPM. A V10 that sings like the sounds of angels. This is the LFA. 65% of this chassis is carbon fiber. Only 500 ever made. This is actually the third one that's come through the inventory here. We've had some special orders from customers in the past. This thing is just gorgeous. And this is actually the lowest mileage of the three that have gone through the inventory here. There's actually one before I got here, and this is the second one since I started working here a few years ago, so this is just absolutely gorgeous. That's some protective paper there. And so this one has just been kept in pristine condition. Obviously with all this carbon fiber, Alcantara, you guys want to keep this in as good condition as possible. Let's put that back there. It's a lot of carbon, as you can see, even the steering wheel. And there's only room for two and maybe a bag in the back. I'll show you that real quick. And so this wing right here is actually adjustable while driving. It'll come up automatically as you gain speed. You have a little cover here for the little bit of trunk space that you do have. You can see plenty of the composite and carbon fiber everywhere. Functional vents, ventilated brakes. Everything on this was built to perform. Specially made Brembos. In fact, everything about this was specially designed for this. And as you know from the price and other videos about it, they spared no expense. And by the way, here's the chassis code for those of you interested. Number 382. It just smells amazing. It's still brand new pretty much. And what a lot of you want to see here, a gorgeous V10, and built by the LFA Works. And of course, those of you that do know, it is a Toyota. Toyota engineering from their Formula One teams went into this. That's why it's 72 degrees V formation. And despite V10s not being completely balanced, they did their best to engineer it that way. So it has that gorgeous Formula One sound. And with the intakes, it's very interesting because they do have individual throttle bodies that are in this airbox, but it also has like acoustic design where it actually allows some of the sound from the airbox to go into the cabin so you can enjoy the sound while you're driving. And this engine layout is mid-engine from the front, so it's a little bit behind the axle, which gives it incredible balance for the dynamics of this car. So they really designed it to be forgiving and enjoyable while driving. Plenty of carbon everywhere. And so all of the components do have their serial numbers on here as well, so you know if you have all your genuine parts on your LFA. Everything is just so light, it's amazing. Alright, I know we have a lot of fans of good content, so startup sequence is a little bit different. Start it up. As you can see, this TFT display here. And that's just with the push of a button. As you can see on the odometer, 17,000 or 1,700 kilometers, so not even 2,000. See all the different temperatures. It does have a built-in ETC system. And interestingly enough, I know the shifting sequence can upset a lot of people. So you paddle shift here. And to be able to go into reverse, you actually have to go into neutral first by pressing both paddles. And then you have to press this button over here. You have the reverse cam. Visibility is not the greatest thing in this car. You are quite low and the sides are quite high, but overall, it's still good stuff. I know you guys are waiting for this. Just listen to that. And it actually goes from idle to near red line in about 0.6 seconds, which is crazy. And despite having all this fancy electronic stuff, there's a lot of things that aren't. It's just a good old standard key turn will shut it off. Nothing too fancy, but every button has a purpose, and the design layout is very smart. We even have all the dials here for switching different modes, wipers, etc., and the headlights on this side. So, all in all, very easy to get accustomed to. And even with the center console, all the systems there, AC control, audio control, navigation, all that good stuff. It's pretty awesome. Very intuitive. And of course, you can never beat the classic some things are better left simple. Well, okay crew, there you have it. The Lexus LFA, exquisite, astounding. Still, after all these years, it's an icon. That's probably why they're never going to make them again. In fact, the European director did mention in an article that they don't plan on making another one anytime soon. So this is it for Lexus supercars, or the supercars in general. I know we got the Supra back, but come on, V10. I mean, this is just like wow. So, as always, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like it, share it with your friends if they want to see some amazing automotive history. This will be up on our website pretty soon. We've got photos and this video, of course. And if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to contact our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com. They got you covered. They'll be able to answer all your questions. You can also hit us up on our social media pages, and that goes directly to our sales team, so they'll be able to answer within a few hours or within a day or so. We do get a lot of inquiries about all sorts of vehicles, and occasionally some of these really incredible ones. Man, it's a lot of carbon fiber, and yeah, is just amazing. It's just the look and the sound. I mean, even if you're not a big fan of it, you know this definitely set the tone, just like the NSX and other cars and the GTR, which is still in production. This, not in production. A product of the 2000s, when they had the early prototypes, manufacturing around 2010, so it's got quite a bit of history behind it, and the rarity to boot, so less than 500 ever made, and from some of the car forums and videos, there's less than 500 that are still functional. There have been a few wrecked ones. I believe there was about 198 that were only in Japan, so this just makes it even more. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.